The first thing you should know about the M15 from EasySMX is this is one of the most comfortable controllers I've ever held. Like, wow. Basically, this is a controller for your phone and it uses USB Type-C, which is flexible so you can fit your phone in here pretty easily. This controller is really lightweight, it only weighs 193 grams. I previously reviewed the M05 and you can see this is like a Nintendo Switch style controller and it's smaller than the M15. But if you put these side by side, you can see that the M15 is a lot bigger. The M05 just has smooth plastic, but the M15 has grip texture. So really it's comparable to an Xbox One controller. This phone controller is offering you a lot of premium features for under $100, so let's go over all those now. A major improvement is that the XYAB buttons are micro switches now, so they feel the same as if you're clicking on a mouse button. The M05 used to have rubber membranes, so that's a big update. The XYAB buttons are laid out just like an Xbox controller, but if you hold the function button and the right trigger, you can switch this so it's set up like a Nintendo controller. So A will be up here and B will be down here, for example. The D-pad used to be a rubber membrane as well, so now the D-pad and the bumper buttons are tactile switches. It does have Hall effect joysticks which click. The triggers also have Hall effect sensors in them, but you can toggle a mode using the function button and hitting one of the triggers to toggle a quick trigger mode. On the left you have your view or select button and function button. On the right you have a turbo button and menu or start button. When I reviewed the M05, I did a full guide on the function and turbo button. What's really useful is on the back there's two programmable buttons, so you can program these to do sequences or you can just use these as extra buttons. Again, I did a full guide on those buttons in my M05 review. But I promise, the instruction manual gives a very good guide on how to use all those. Another upgrade is when you pull these apart, they've made this a little bigger. So the M05 range used to be 100mm to 173mm, and the new size is 102mm to 176mm. Speaking of this being open, they added a notch right here for your phone camera bumps, so when this is open it gives you a lot more space. You can see that it's a slight design change, so you can tell that EasySMX put a lot of effort into improving this, and they just knocked it out of the park. EasySMX sent me this over for review, and it comes with a 1-year warranty, 30-day money-back guarantee, and 24-hour customer service. So they're not just putting the effort into making a high-quality product, but they're also offering really good customer service. And I reached out to them to ask if they'll give you a discount code, and they did, so I'll put my discount code here on the screen. I'll have my affiliate link and discount code down in the description and pinned comment. There's another useful feature with the hardware. I'm just going to leave my Instagram open so you can check it out and go give me a follow over there. But if you're using this and you're running out of battery, on the bottom there's a charge port right here. So you can see if I plug my phone charger in, it will connect and it supports fast charging. But this does not support data transfer, it's just for charging your phone. And if you want to enter a sleep mode, just hold on the turbo button. You can see that the light is turned off, and if you want to wake it up, just hit a button and it'll wake up and ask if you want to connect and just say okay and you're good to go. While I was doing that, I could feel this vibrating. It has 6-level vibration. You may have noticed when I had this open before that there's different color modes here. That's basically different modes that you can go in. So right now I'm in the connected HID mode, which will give me the most performance on Android. But you can see that they have an Apple mode as well. There's also an Xbox mode, which is suitable for connecting through Xbox Game Pass. And there's a virtual mode as well, which basically allows you to play games using the buttons instead of using your thumbs on the screen for touchscreen games. And I'll show you how I have that set up in a touchscreen game shortly. So let's get into some gameplay and I'll show you how those different modes work. I'm playing GoldenEye using the yellow HID mode, and that's basically the Android mode that's just directly connected to my phone, and I didn't have to set anything up for Game Pass. I'm just using it how it should be used and everything's working fine. But if you want to change the mode that you're playing in, I'd highly recommend downloading the MooWee gaming app. Basically with this app, you can connect the controller, change the mode you're in, and customize everything. So right now I'm in the HID mode like I mentioned. And I can easily change what I want to use. So for example, there's an Xbox mode and it supports native vibration. PS mode is for when you're using an iPhone 15 to play. There is a Bluetooth mode for games that do not support native controllers, but that does not mean you can play wirelessly. So you can't play like this this, you do have to connect it. But I want to show you this really cool mode up here. This is the wired Android Direct Play mode. This is for touchscreen games. So let's turn that on and go into PUBG, and I'll show you how that works. So if you want to do anything, for example, if I want to jump, I have to like touch the screen. If I want to run around, I have to use my thumb. There might be some things you might have to touch the screen for. For example, if I want to get in this motorcycle, I'll just tap on drive. But now I can use the D-pad to drive around. But you can see that my screen's reacting to me touching the buttons. It's way better playing this game on a controller, but you just have to set it up, and it's really easy. Basically, when you're in a game, you'll see on the left here, there's a little icon that'll hover over your game for the app. So if I tap on this and open up my settings, you can see that all these purple buttons are what I set up. You'll have a list of your buttons here, and you can basically just tap on them and drag them around your screen. So a couple of examples is I dragged my left trigger icon down into this corner. So now when I move my left trigger, I'll move around. And I dragged my A button down to where jump is. So just drag your buttons around to use whatever you want. And when you're done, just hit save, confirm, and it works. As simple as that. I hope you found this review helpful. I have a full playlist of other gaming products I reviewed. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.